My name's Ember Hewison. I'm from Australia and I'm in year 13. And I joined BISP 5 years ago when I was in year 8. I'm part of the swim team and I do a lot of the musical stuff with the music department. I would say my passion's definitely musical theatre, especially acting and singing. So I do all the musicals with the music department and I'm in all the choirs and concert bands. And I also, outside of school, I do acting and musical theatre, and that's also what I want to pursue because I love being on stage, and it's a great experience. It's all really fun. I've been in dance classes, acting classes, singing classes since I was really young, since I was about 3 in Australia. And then I was always kind of in the ensemble and just with the group, but when I came to BISP, I started to get larger roles in some of the shows, and that really allowed me to discover that that was something I wanted to do as a career or something that I would be able to do, because I never realized that it was a possibility to do it as a career for the rest of my life. It's been a really great experience. I wanted to be head student since I came to the school. I really looked up to the older head students because I saw them in the musicals and just around school. And when they introduced the student representative position, I applied in the first year and I stayed as a student representative up until year 12. And it was actually my geography teacher, Miss Duncan, who told me when we were doing some classwork and some debates that she thought that I had really great leadership skills and would make a great head student one day. And so that was just kind of my motivation to keep applying for leadership roles. And eventually I got to year 12 and got the head student position. And it was so great working with the whole leadership team and just everyone. It was really cool because it helped me also improve my leadership skills working in that team, which I was able to transfer to some other projects outside of school, like the 24-hour race, which I worked on for my CAS project. So 24-hour race is it's a movement started by the Run to Stop the Traffic, and it's a student-led organization that you organize a race in your city where teams of 8 come together to run for 24 hours and raise money to stop modern slavery and human trafficking. And it taught me about leadership because I was the co-executive director with some people from other international schools in Phuket. And we were all able to work together to make this race. And along the way, we learned a lot about the cause, but I also learned a lot about my leadership style and how I work with teams. So it was a great experience. I would say head student would definitely be one of them, but also within the music department, because since GCSE, I've taken music and drama as some of my subjects, working towards getting some of the roles that I really wanted, like dream roles that I wanted to play. For example, when we did Shrek the musical, Princess Fiona's always been a really big dream role for me. And so having the teachers work with me in being able to achieve that was so fun, and I loved playing it. I got to work with so many other students from different years. And I would also say being in the gold squad for swimming, I got into that in year 10, and working with the team was great. It's challenging at times, but it also teaches you how to push yourself in an individual sport as well, and the motivation has to come from within yourself. I would say my parents are definitely an inspiration to me because my mum wanted to move to Phuket to teach here, and so she did that. And so it's just about like following your dreams, which also, because musical theatre is such a challenging career path, having that sort of confidence and knowing that they'll back me in what I want to do is really cool. As well as that, within musical theatre, on Broadway and the West End, I would say Eva Noblezada and Rachel Zegler are 2 major influences. They're such an inspiration because they've both overcome so much to achieve success in both like films and Broadway shows, and I just aspire to be like that. It's really cool that they've dedicated so much to their talent and what they want to do, and it's paid off. At the start, it was quite a challenge when I first came to the school because I'd never lived outside of Australia before, and I was coming mid-year because I joined in January. So starting that from not knowing anyone in this country, not knowing the language, anything, it was huge coming from just the school in Australia. But I was buddied up with a student in my class, and I quickly became friends with them. And then also they introduced me to their friends, so I got to meet a lot of people. And the welcoming community of BISP really helped me settle in. So that was how I kind of overcame that first challenge. And then I would also say just throughout the time, experiencing the new cultures and everything can be quite a challenge, but the school does so well to teach us Thai from the very beginning so that we're immersed in the culture. And IB is also definitely quite a challenge, but it's also taught me about my learning style and the subjects that I feel passionate about and want to pursue. So that's been great, a great path for academics. I want to study musical theatre at uni in Australia, and after that, I hope to make a career as a performer. I want to do that and maybe be on a national tour or just work as a professional actor. And I also want to teach musical theatre and singing and acting to kids as well, which I hope I can do while I study musical theatre, because I've always loved working with kids. Especially I would love to do a double degree with education, because inspiring that kind of passion that I have about musical theatre would just be such a dream for younger students as well. It's definitely been very different coming from Australia. It's obviously it's home now, but when I first came, especially coming from somewhere with 4 seasons to Phuket, where it feels like it's just the same temperature all year, you never have to check your phone to see what the weather's going to be, just shorts and a t-shirt every day. But I would say the beaches are obviously amazing. It's so cool that we live so close to that. It's like a holiday destination that people come to, and we get to be here all the time. So it's so cool. Recently, I've been doing a lot of studying, so I would say going to visit those less. But as the time that I'm going to be in Phuket comes to an end, I definitely want to go to those beaches and more just places around the island that are really cool. I think my most memorable moment would have to be performing in Shrek the Musical. I made so many friends through that experience, and it was such a fun role. And just performing that closing night, knowing that it was the last show with a lot of the graduating seniors, but we'd just grown so close together, and just being able to perform with them and doing what we all loved together was just amazing. I would say for people coming into IGCSE and IB, picking subjects that you really enjoy is the most important thing, because I've been doing music and drama from the start of IGCSE, and you'll be more motivated to work and do your best in it if it's something that you're really passionate about and something that you see yourself doing in the future. For people who are interested in music and drama, I would say go for the roles that you want in the plays, because when I first came, the first show we did was Legally Blonde, and I missed the audition, so I just said I want an ensemble role. But if you aim high for some of these roles, it's just the experience and working through it. The staff and the directors and everyone are there to support you, to make you develop this character. So going for a character that you're really interested in, even if you think that it's maybe too big a role or you're too young, there's no such thing. As long as you really want to do it, you're passionate about it, and you'll have a great time. And I also recommend for all students to join the musical, because you just get to hang out with your friends, all be on stage and all perform together, and it's just really fun. For the next head students, I would say keep coming up with out-of-the-box ideas. When Katie and I were working with it, we had an entire master document of all the things that we thought we should get done, and it ended up that not all of those ideas were able to make it, but you can't get disheartened by the ideas that don't get through because they won't work in the real world application, because we dreamt up some pretty incredible, fantastic ideas, but the way that we wanted to achieve them just wasn't going to work. So we were able to take the parts of those that were most important to us and then develop them into something that we could make. Like the student magazine specifically, we were able to get students from all year levels collaborating in that, and a student Instagram, just ways to get the community more like connected and working together, unique ways to kind of distribute the information and get people's creativity all together. So if you just keep working at the ideas that you think are the most important and really pushing to get those through. At the moment, I'm so proud of the current leadership team, because they've just got sanitary products in the bathrooms. They've got pads and tampons, and it's such a great step forward for anyone that's in there that needs that. And it encourages this idea that we're all like comfortable talking about that. And it's really cool to see. I would say something I'm definitely really proud of myself for throughout my journey at BISP is really aiming to try everything that the school has to offer. I was able to try aerial arts, which is something that not many schools offer, doing the music, swimming, all of these like extracurricular activities. And I'm so lucky that I came to this school where they offer all these opportunities and really actively encourage all students to get involved. And I really think everyone should try and get involved in as much aspects of school life as they possibly can.